Yes. Will you be Phil?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. If you could stand up, it just makes the sound better. We can hear you better.
I just wanted to ask Nicole, what was the title of the book and the author again that you read?
It was The Other Side of Israel by Susan Nathan. And Susan Nathan, Abigail reminded me, is also in Beyond Tribal Loyalties, which is a shorter version.
She's got a chapter in the book.
I don't believe this is a jury.
I think it's wonderful that we've heard all these personal experiences. What I wanted to ask is about, we have been resisting. I've been involved in various solidarity actions, and for a long time, since the 70s really, but there is this kind of pretty hermetic wall to penetrate within the Jewish community.
To whom are you addressing your question?
Well, everyone here, really. I mean, anyone.
You may not get everybody to
answer. I'm just wondering, in terms of, we've got to think of some ways to be able to penetrate these walls more strongly than we have till now. And I'd be interested to hear some of the ideas.
Yes,
just wanted to say very briefly, and I'm not just plugging the book here, but the purpose of the book was partly to show Jewish readers that I and the people in the book actually understand that there is a very difficult psychological process to take. I'm not interested when I talk to Jewish people, and I don't always do it very well, I'm not interested in ear-bashing people or trying to convert them or trying to change them. I want to meet them. And I want to meet them from I'm a psychotherapist, that's what I do. But I want to meet them from a point... You are too? Yeah. Oh, brilliant, so you know what I'm talking about. So, are you a humanistic therapist? Yeah.
Perhaps later, go on.
No, it's important. So I would like to meet people where they're at and hear that they're afraid. I want Jewish people to tell me that they're afraid. And I want to talk about these fears. And I want them to know that it is possible to overcome these fears. And these fears are based on, obviously, on real history. We're not talking about some fictional history. The Holocaust was very real. My grandparents on my mother's side were Holocaust survivors. My mother grew up in the shadow of that. My grandparents died, never having recovered from terrible trauma, and they had a miserable life because of it. So I do understand. I think what I wanted partly in this book is to meet people, to get them to know that we do understand, and I have no intention of trying to convert them. I would like people to come and see things more my way or more our way, obviously, but all in their time, in their good time. And I want to show empathy to these fears. I want to make people understand that we see that we do understand that it's very, very difficult to do. It's not that simple. And that's just all I wanted to say about that, but maybe somebody else wants to add.
Anybody else want to comment on that?
Is that a good answer?
I was looking for something else at the time I was thinking about this, and I came across an interesting, I suppose, a saying from an American writer: "A man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still." I guess that's what you were saying.
Yes, I know.
Indeed. Further questions? Yes. Happy to Phil? If not, no, that's okay. Would you mind standing up though, because it's easier for everybody to hear?
To perhaps Abigail and maybe Sivan, as the two that have lived in Israel. Just back,
Can you speak up a bit?
Sorry, I'm a humanitarian aid worker, and I've travelled back and forth to Palestine and work in Gaza and the West Bank, and I probably took
That's Lisa
Peter and showed him Gaza and Palestine. But I'm interested in what is your perception of the Israeli, the left in Israel. I have a number of conversations with Jeff Halper and hear his kind of stories and his perceptions. So what would be your view of, is there any help from the left there in Israel?
Yeah, firstly Jeff Halper